Hello, Jamie, Dr. Ahkami, and Dr. Ontiveros. I hope that I said your name at least close enough. My name is Oceana. I work with Boost My Buyers as a small business growth specialist. And in this video, I want to show you a few things that you can do to bring in more customers to your business. I have a passion for animals. I just love veterinarians, and so I'm using what I know to do what I love. You're probably wondering why I'm sending you this video. What's in it for me? Well, truthfully, in today's busy world, local business owners and office managers are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation that they have about hiring someone to help them with these things is that they don't know who is an expert and who is not. So, sorry. So, I've found that by giving people an easy plan of attack of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free, it has resulted in some of these local business owners raising their hands and saying, you know what, Oceana, I like you. Please just do this for me. So if by the end of this video you like what you've heard, you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business grow to however big you need it to be for your goals. Shoot me a quick message and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you want to take this free plan of attack and implement these things yourself, that is fine with me. So now let me get into the 3 things that will set your company above your competition. I'm going to be going over content, citations, and backlinks as quickly as I can, but with clarity. And if you don't know what these are right now, don't worry, I will be explaining. First is content. So content is anything you see highlighted in blue here. That's what I'm referring to when I say content. You need at least 1,500 words to be optimized with Google. And the reason for that is because content is king with Google. Google is able to see the words that you have on your website and judge how relevant they are to what the searcher, the person searching on Google, how relevant that information is to them. And their number one goal is to just send trustworthy and relevant information to whoever is searching for it. So content can really make or break your visibility. You currently have, drum roll please, 490.
Skip to content, home about us, payment options,
What?
services, close save.
What?
Skip to content,
Stop.
home
What's
about us,
going on?
payment options, services, close save, plus readable font, clear cookies, grayscale, invert colors and images,
I don't know
image
what's going
description,
on.
monochrome,
I don't know why
CP,
it's
select
doing
theme,
this.
letter by spacing, ADHD, mute volume, close report, and
What?
issue accept.
Okay, that was the weirdest thing. That has never happened before. Moving on. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know how I stopped it or why it started. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Okay, back on track. You have 491 words on your homepage, which is quite a bit lower than the 1,500 word minimum, but don't worry, getting it up there is not too difficult once you figure out what words need to be on the page. So now I'm going to pull up a tool that my agency uses. It's called Ahrefs or Ahrefs. There are many different ways to pronounce it. I'm going to use it to see what keywords your site is ranking for. So you are currently ranking for 80 organic keywords, which is a good start. There's definitely room for improvement there. It looks like you're only ranking on the first page for 6 keywords. So you're only showing up on that very first page of Google when someone is typing in these 6 things right here, very specifically. Anything else and you're not going to show up in the first page. And there are so many things that someone could type in when they're looking for a veterinarian. One of those is Pet Hospital Orange. 250 people type this into Google every single month, which means that this link right here, Healthy Pet Hospital and Grooming, they're statistically getting about somewhere between 50 and 100 clicks every single month just because they're showing up right here because Google sees that they're trustworthy. and relevant. So I'm going to show you how you can get up into this spot for not only this keyword, but any keyword that you feel is good for your business. So it looks like your keywords currently are these ones here. We could definitely improve this by including more buyer intent keywords on your site, meaning including phrases on your website that a person would type if they were looking for a veterinarian in the Orange area. Hence the pet hospital orange one that I showed you as an example. Okay, so if we show up on Google right then when someone's searching for it, we show up just right in the nick of time for them, right when they need you the most. So let's take a look at your competitors' sites and see what they are ranking for. So here is Healthy Pet, let's see, Healthy Pet Hospital and Grooming. They currently have 218 words on their homepage, and they are ranking for 1.1 thousand keywords, so quite a bit more than your 80, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're all relevant. For instance, can dogs eat salsa is not only does that not necessarily mean that someone needs a veterinarian right now, but it also could be that they're searching from Texas or Canada, and that's not necessarily having anything to do with Orange. But Pet Hospital Orange, California, definitely one that shows that they're in need of a veterinarian in Orange. 60 people are searching for that every month, and your competitors are in the #1 place for it right here. So they're statistically getting about 40% of those, which I don't, mental math isn't my strong suit, but that's what, 20 to 25 searches of people a month just from including that on their homepage and having enough words on the homepage that Google will put them in that #1 spot. But since they only have 218 words on their homepage, there's a lot of room to outgrow them and outrank them. So very beatable. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that example that I showed you earlier, Pet Hospital Orange. Since 250 people are searching for it each month, let's check out what the results look like so that you understand it a little bit better. Usually there's ads here at the top. That's usually the first thing that we see. For whatever reason, there's no one running ads to this particular set of words here. Even though I think it would be a pretty good one to run ads for if you wanted to run ads. But they're not always effective advertisements on Google because a lot of people see that it says ad and they scroll right past it. Plus, the person placing the ad has to pay money every time that their ad is clicked, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to make a sale. So ads can be a real money pit if they're not set up correctly. So they can be a good idea, but you don't want to rely on them solely. This next visible area, or the first visible area in this case, is the map pack. This is a very important part of Google results for any local business because people prefer to find a local business through this part of the results. Why? Because they can see a map and see how close they are, how far they're willing to drive. You may be wondering, how do I show up at the top of the top 3 of this map pack so that people can find me? I'm going to go over that now. So first, you want to go to your Google My Business listing, which I pulled up here, and you want to make sure that this information is correct. Specifically, your business name here, your business address, and your phone number. It's important to make sure that these are the same anywhere that your business is listed, since Google uses this information to find out how many times your business is mentioned across the internet. Anytime that your business's name, address, and phone number is listed anywhere online, this is known as a citation, and it will act as a vote of confidence, telling Google that your business is legitimate and relevant to its searchers. Citations are usually found in directories such as Yellow Book, White Book, Yext, City Star, and so on. Even Facebook actually has an area where you can submit your information as a citation. the opportunities are plentiful. Now I'm going to jump over to another one of my favorite tools. This one is called whitespark.ca. It costs about $30 to $70 a month depending on which plan you go with. But using this, we can see a list of all the citations that your business has, as well as all the citations that your competitors have. We can see here that you have 46 citations, while your top competitors have, let's see, 50. So not too much more. 64. And let's see about Orange Hill, they have 35. So you're already beating them in one aspect. But like I said, it's a multifaceted sort of thing that Google uses. So this is one way that you're definitely going to want to increase your value in Google's eyes. How we go about beating them is identifying the directories where we can submit your business information, making sure that it's spelled exactly the way that Google sees it in your Google My Business listing. So we can use your competitors list here and compare it with yours. I would just go back and forth or put them next to each other. And let's see if I just want to put this in alphabetical order really fast. A to Z, YP, B2B, Yellow Pages, BBB. So yeah, so we go through and just compare what you have versus what your competitors have, and any that your competitors have and you do not, we click on the link, check it out, and see if it's something that we can go and grab. Sometimes it's simple as, is your business not listed on this website? Click here and we will list it for you, and you just enter your information. Some places will try to charge you, but there are so many free directories available that I would say just go after them, because why would you pay for something you can get for free, right? So, let me see. We don't have to stop. We don't want to stop just when we've reached, the amount that your competitor has, the 64. We don't want to stop there. We probably want to go right past it and try to get as many as possible, because that's going to show Google that we are more authoritative, more well-known, and more relevant than your competitors are. Now, the third thing that I want to cover with you is another really important aspect to Google, which is backlinks. So backlinks are another way that Google decides who has the most authority and therefore is the most relevant and trustworthy. A backlink is similar to a citation in that it's a reference to your business from anywhere across the internet. But instead of listing your name, address, and phone number, it is a link on another website that points back to your website. If you had a client, for instance, that loved your service so much that they wrote about it on their website or blog and included a link to your website, that would count as a backlink. Not all backlinks are created equal, though. It's better to have backlinks on websites that are related to your industry, as it shows more relevance in Google's eyes. If you just go around adding your website links to a bunch of random sites that have nothing to do with veterinarians or veterinary services, that will raise your number of backlinks, which is right here. But Google won't see it as relevant, and so it won't really do you much good. So you want to go out and be careful to get relevant backlinks. Okay, so I already went back to Ahrefs. Yeah, so you've got 18 pointing back to I'm following a little, bullet list of what to say, and I went past where I thought I was, so I gotta find my place. Okay, all right, so that's it, actually. I just covered the rest of it. Wow, I'm getting pretty good at this. I hope. Okay, so I'm just going to just do a quick conclusion. My first tip was to figure out which words you should be ranking for that have buyer intent, someone who's really looking for a veterinarian in the area right now, and make sure to include these words on the pages you want to show up on the top of Google. And get your word count up to 1,500 on your home page and each of your location pages, although I don't think that you have any other locations. My second tip is to go out and get those citations and build authority for your Google My Business page or listing so that you can show up at the top of that Google Map pack. And my third and final tip is to increase your website's authority by getting backlinks to your site from other relevant sites. If you implement these strategies today, you can be showing up #1 across Google very quickly. So now you may be wondering what comes next. Well, you can take this information I provided you with today and do this all on your own. Totally fine. But if you do want the most effective route and you want to save yourself the time and hassle, you can give me a call. My phone number is 714-683-2380. Once again, my name is Oceana, and my number is 714-683-2380. I look forward to hearing from you soon and have a wonderful day.